Hello, everybody. Welcome to the March 31st Junior and Intermediate live stream. We'll get my speaking conditions sorted out shortly. Shuffling your feet, please. Keeping those hands up, just keeping it nice and light, nice and bouncy. Every third shuffle, just drop the knee a little bit. You don't need to touch the ground, just a nice quick drop. Good. From here, you're going to drop on your knees. You're going to put your palms on the ground. And you can hold a plank. You can go from your knees, from your feet, from your forearms, any kind of plank, you're just gonna hold it. Now, as you hold the plank, you're gonna start taking your hand and touching your opposite shoulder. Opposite shoulder. Notice I'm not rocking my hips to do so. I keep everything nice and level to tap that opposite shoulder. If you need to, do this from your knees. That's all good. Nicely done. Rolling off on your back. Just feet flat on the ground, 90 degrees to the knees, and light sit-ups. If you're looking for easier sit-up, hands on your thighs. You can grab your pants and pull yourself up if you need to. A little bit more difficult, put your arms up across your shoulders. Bring them up to your temples. If you're looking harder still, stick your hands up behind you and sit up there. Good, holding an iron cross. Get those arms out, backs off the ground, feet off the ground. Good, from there, rolling on your stomachs again. We're doing nice and light mountain climbers. You're bringing your knee up to your elbow, just nice and light, nice and quick. As you get used to your mountain climbers, start making them a bit bigger, getting your feet up to your hands. Start slowing it down and getting a little bit deeper into each position. So you're still trying to feel a bit more of a stretch in the leading part of your hip every time. And start making it smaller and quick again. Nice done, everybody. Up, roll it back. 2 minutes. Sing. Just be stepping. Nice and light. Making sure you're stepping off on that 45-degree angle. I step up with my right hand in front. Left foot, left hand in front. Continuing to switch the lead leg and the lead hand. Same thing but backwards now. I step up to my lead leg, that leg steps back. Still creating that V position, but stepping away from the camera instead of towards camera. Right leg in front, right hand. Left leg in front, left hand. Stepping forwards again, V step forwards. And V step backwards. Nicely done, everybody. On your backs for me. From here, holding that iron cross again. Flutter kicks. You're sticking those legs up in front of you, kicking like you're swimming. Maybe you're actually swimming in sweat. I do that all the time. Now you're going to start going over top. Nicely done. Rolling back on your stomachs. From your feet, from your knees, doesn't matter. You're going to balance on one arm. Stick that other arm up to the ceiling. This is the wonderful T-pose. And switch. And switch. And switch. Last one and switch. By last one, I mean last set. One last switch. Nicely done, standing up. Kimurase, horse stance, tumbe. Pants lap, arms across, check. Bring that knee out, step down, hands up. So with your horse stances, since I can't check on you guys, check on yourselves. Make sure your knees are over your feet, not here. Your toes are pointing forwards, and you sink nice and low in that stance. My butt's not sticking out, back is straight, but my hips are rolled underneath. And you're just gonna sit in that horse stance. If your legs are burning, awesome. If not, go a little bit lower. And once you get to that point where you just start feeling your legs burning, start bobbing up and down. Just nice and light. You want to work on pushing those hips forwards, so it's keeping your back nice and straight. As you get comfortable with that, so you can sink a little bit lower in that stance. Oh, the burn is wonderful. Once you're cozy or burning, you start shifting back and forth, one leg to the other. A little bit of stance work every day really helps improve flexibility and strength, which is awesome. Oh, awesome. Shaking those legs out. See if they're still attached to your hips. Awesome. Just nice light half squats. Hopefully those legs don't fall off still. What we're looking for is alignment from your hip to your heel and from your shoulders to your heel as you extend. And as you do this, you're going to alternate squat, up, side kick. Squat, up, side kick. Alternating squats with side kicks. Trying to make sure the foot's still traveling in a straight line. Nice. Well, so from here, take that lead leg. You're going to turn it around so it's facing at least to the side, hopefully more. Your back leg comes up, and you're just going to extend, nice and slow side kick, bring it back and down. Switch sides. Turn the lead foot, bring the foot up, side kick. Alternating side kicks. Making sure you're still traveling straight line with that heel. Not any point kick like side kicks. They're two completely different kicks. You're still gonna bring the foot and the knee in front of you. Even though I'm kicking this way, they go this way. So as I extend, they can travel that straight line. Nicely done, everybody. Sitting down for me. Ooh, okay. So you stick your legs out in front of you. Pick one knee, pick it up. You're gonna take the same arm as the straight leg, stick it up beside you. You're gonna fall that way. Notice how my shoulder hits the ground, then my arm. Sitting up again, other knee, other arm straight, fall that way, shoulder, hand. This is a sitting side break fall. Making sure that as you fall, you're not just falling backwards, now both my shoulders are on the ground. I want to actually tilt, so I'm falling towards the one shoulder. My back shouldn't be on the ground here. I'm not lying flat down. I'm on my side. Pick that knee up, arm out, side break fall. If you don't have very comfortable floors, hardwood or tile, this can be one of the better ways to keep practicing your side break fall form without needing to actually fall on uncomfortable surfaces. Nicely done standing up, shaking those legs out. We're gonna go right leg back into our high back stance. David just say, tumbe, hand slap, foot check, arm check, step back. Now I'm stepping back pretty far. This foot is pointing a little behind me. My weight sinks over that leg, front leg is a little bit bent. Hips rolled underneath, back nice and straight. You're looking kind of more like a horse stance and your weight is split even 50-50, shift towards that back leg. Just turn ever so slightly. Trying to get my knee over that foot. Nice, let's try it on the other side. Left leg back. David to say, tumbe, hand slap, foot check, arm check, step back and out, sink over that back leg, and double a knife block. Ooh, losing my balance here, that's not good. Awesome, shake those legs out. Okay, so remember your high back stance. We gotta remember our bow stance really quick. We go right leg back to our bow stance. That leg split goes behind us again, but it stays straight. Our weight goes over the front foot, nice and bent here. Everything faces forwards, including my back foot. If you can't keep the leg straight, then turn it out just a little bit so your leg stays straight. From here, you're gonna switch to your high back stance.
Take your back foot, turn it, and shift your weight. Roll those hips still, back nice and straight, high back stance. Push that leg straight, turn it forwards, turn yourself forwards, bow stance. Turn that leg back, shift the weight back, high back stance. Push the weight forwards, straighten the back leg, turn that foot forwards again, you face forwards, bow stance. One more set, high back stance. Sink nice and low, and bow stance. Check that back leg nice and straight. Check your back is nice and straight, and hold. Awesome, shake those legs out. Legs dying yet? Hopefully not. We gotta do the other side. With your left leg back now, or your other leg, whatever one you didn't use first, shift into that high back stance. Adjust your position, sink nice and low. Good, and hold it. If your leg wants to cry, that's good. And don't let it. Or do let it, and just don't let it get out of the stance. Push the weight forwards, shift the leg forwards, bow stance. You're now facing fully forwards. Turn that foot, shift the weight to the back leg, high back stance. Good, feel the burn, embrace the burn, enjoy the burn, because unfortunately it's probably not going away. Shift forwards, bow stance. Keep that back straight, keep facing forwards. Feel free to practice your pattern, hand position. One last time. Shift the weight to that back leg. Hold that position. If you're not feeling the burn yet, go lower in that stance. The harder you work on this, the more strength you can potentially gain. Last one, shifting to that bow stance. Really drive that leg out if you can. Straighten that back leg. Hold that back nice and straight. Oh, the burn. Embrace the burn. Oh, nice. And shake those legs out. Oh. Okay, they're alive. I think so. They're still there at the very least. Okay. We're going to go into our turning back side kick. First, I want to review some footwork for that. Run back. Hey. My lead leg, doesn't matter which one. My lead leg is going to step across. If I'm on a line, it stays on that line. I'm not trying to step forwards. I'm not trying to step backwards. Straight across. Turn. Look over that shoulder. And through. Let's look at that again. Front leg. Step across. Keep turning. Look over that other shoulder. And come on through. Other leg in front now. Lead leg steps across. Turn and look. And this gives you the ability to fire that kick. So let's go right through that turning back side kick now. Front foot steps across. Turn. Look. My right leg is behind. My left leg steps. My right leg kicks. And back to my stance. Right leg in front. Step across. Turn to the left. Over my left shoulder. Left leg kicks. Right leg back. Step left. Turn right. Kick right. Step right. Turn left. Kick left. Awesome. Keep practicing. You can go as quick or as slow as you want. Make sure you follow the Wii remote rule, and if you could break something, you're too close to it. Step, turn, look, kick. Step, turn, look, kick. Make sure you're still looking at your side kick foot form. Toe should still be down and away. Foot should be pulled back. So you've got that wonderful heel extension that gives you that oh so powerful kick. Nicely done, everybody. Shaking it out a little bit. So let's look at that side break fall. Now, if you are on tile and hardwood, I'd like to ask you to go back to that sitting side break fall so that you don't risk getting hurt. If you're comfortable and you're on a softer surface, like maybe a mattress, a couple pillows, like 4 yoga mats, 8 yoga mats stacked on top of each other, let's work on our standing side break fall. When we were sitting, we had this straight leg here. This is going to be the leg that swings when we're in our stance. So we get into that stance, this back leg is going to swing forwards. As it swings forwards, I'm going to sit down, hop, and everything else is the same. Fall to that side. From here, let's practice that tactical get up now. Left leg on the ground, right hand on the ground. Left leg bent, left arm bent. From here, right leg kicks, brings it underneath and back, slide back. Other side back. Swing that leg out, sit down, side break fall. Tactical get up. Ready? Swing the leg, sit down, side break fall. Tactical get up. Other side, swing the leg, sit down, side break fall. Left leg swings, left side break fall. Right leg swings, right side break fall. And from there, tactical get up. Now, if you have like a tile wall or a sturdy piece of furniture and your parents are okay with this, we're gonna practice something with our tactical get up. I do my side break fall. I'm gonna face a wall. I'm resting this foot against the wall because I want to be able to push off the wall. This is why you want sturdy furniture or like a good wall that your parents are okay with you not putting a hole in. Knock on wood. I'm pushing off the wall to create more distance. This is supposed to be somebody's leg, somebody's knee. I create that distance so I can get away. Let's do it again. Side break fall, swing the leg, land on the side, I'm facing the wall, get in my position, push and create that distance. Find a spot where your parents and you are comfortable and practice that. It's a good way to get off the ground and it gives you that feel of pushing off of something to create distance. Nicely done, everybody. All right, shaking those arms and legs out. Let's go through pattern 1 basic. We're just gonna do a cell form. So we did some really good stance work earlier. We don't need to worry about our stances right now. Don't worry, I won't tell anybody. And we're just go nice and small stances. Ready, pattern number 1 basic. Tumbe, hand slap. Arms across, bring those arms out, elbows in, hands together, strike. From here, fingers are together. I'm not hitting way up at Instructor Chris or down at like a 2-year-old version of myself. I gotta be straight out from my neck, nice and level. Hands will set, curl the hands, arms across chest. Left leg is gonna do that big old swing to a teeny little lady stance. Back fist, elbow. You're gonna turn to your left by looking, arms to your right, step, double a knife. My right leg is back, so my next count, right leg does that C-step. Step in, step out, punch. Left leg back, so it steps to the front foot and out, punch. I'm turning to my right leg. Hands go up to the left, I look over that right shoulder. Step across, double a knife. From here, left leg is back, so left C-step, left punch. Right C-step, right punch, and finish. If that is incredibly confusing, we do have a pattern video on YouTube and on our website, so like watch that a whole lot, but let's do it again, just the basic version, and see if we can keep practicing. So, pattern number 1 basic, tumbe, cross, out, together, strike. Hana will set, curl, across, big swing, teeny stance, back fist, elbow. Hana, look left, step left, double a knife. Do, C-step right, punch right. Set, C-step left, punch left. Net, turn, double a knife. Toss, C-step, punch. Yos, C-step, punch. And finish. Fingertips together, clap, up and around, and bow. Nicely done, everybody shaking those hands out. Last thing I want to go through today for some of the higher belts is how to work on your spinning kicks at home. If you don't have a whole lot of space, one of the things you can do, just like your turning back side kick from my stance, I step across and turn, look over that shoulder. I'm now taking that leg, instead of doing a side kick, bring the knee up and spin through. Step, turn, knee up. It gives you the ability to turn all the way around, which for, say you're spinning off the point kick is really important, but it works on chambering as well. So as you maybe start working on spinning heel kicks or spinning hook kicks, you've got the ability to turn and look over your shoulder. And that's a very important step. So spend lots of time, if you don't have the room for your windmill point kicks, your windmill kicks, step across, turn, look, and lift that knee up so you're still used to aligning your head up with where you're going. And that way you can work on some of the basics to get ready to be better at those skills. Nicely done, everybody. Let's do a real quick review once again. If If you can spend a little bit of time every day working on those stances, maybe bouncing back and forth between the legs and developing that strength, that's awesome. Same thing with your high back to your bow stance. Gives you a nice quick workout, good way to warm up, and it works on the basics of the pattern as well, which is really awesome. Working on our side kicks, our basic kicks, you can work on them balancing on your own, using a wall, and eventually with some movement, like in the case of your turning back side kick. For your break falls, there are sitting versions of almost all the break falls that we do. So if you're on hardwood or you're on tile, you can still practice the basics. And that still helps to develop the habits and the consistency that you're going to want to really do those skills well in the long run. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. We're going to mock you out and go through Coach's Corner. Standing up, hands at side, ready. Show, Chidet, Kanye. Makto Jabi, Makto Shuja. Makto Baro, Show, Chidet, Kanye. Awesome. I wanted to tell Coach's Corner. It's called A Tale of Two Tales. Arbitrarily named that for no real reason. Since we've been spending a lot more time at home, I spend a lot more time with my cats, which is a totally wonderful thing. I've got two at home, Chip and Shy. They're these two adorable little demons that will demolish me at some point, I'm sure. But it's kind of cool because I've had the extra time to play with them. We've got these wand toys with, a wand, a little bit of string or fishing line, and a toy at the end. Their favorite version of this toy is when there's like a feather toy. It's kind of like a bird at the end of the string. And it's really cool because each of them has a different style of playing with this thing. Our younger one, Shy, the little girl, she is so enthusiastic, so energetic, and very athletic for a cat. And she charges around the apartment trying to catch this thing. She's so quick that she can catch up to it, jump and swat it to the ground, and then parade it around all triumphantly because she caught it. It's really cool to see. Our older one, slightly older one, Chip, he's kind of interesting because he doesn't always watch the feather. He's learned to look at the line, attaching the wand to the feather. So he'll be in the middle of the living room and he'll watch us swinging it around. And he looks for that line. And when he sees a point, he's watching that line. He knows where the feather's going to be because the feather has to follow that fishing line. So he jumps up and he can catch it where it's going to be. And that's really cool. Both of these points and both of these strategies work really well and can work better for different people depending on who you are. Being able to focus in on exactly what's going on and just on that one thing might be able to help you accomplish something better, whether it's a math problem or a conversation with your friend. That can be a really important skill. Being able to step back and look at more of what's going on and say, hey, what's connecting to this? What else is here? What else might help me with this problem is also a really good way of problem solving, maybe working on relationships with friends, with your parents, communication skills. It's good to be able to zone in on that one thing. It's also good to be able to step back and say, hey, what else is going on here? Being able to balance those two things creates really great communication skills and, maybe some really good problem solving skills for the future. You never know. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. I'm going to turn you back over to Instructor Ian for announcements. Have a fantastic afternoon. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Namaste.